Place?
I love this easy man. It's just sitting on the side.
I'm sure the postmaster general is on something. Okay, we ready to go? Only if you talk.
Well, as soon as it's done, if we get this, and I check if the screens stay.
We'll start. Sorry, don't record.
Okay, if they're ready to start,
All set?
all ready, all you have to do is open up your microphone.
Okay, great. Okay, want to call the meeting of the cemetery committee to order. First thing is the approval of the November 16th minutes. Anyone get any questions? The only thing I had was about the removal of the Rugosa roses. Should probably put, ball box in the fields, the Rugosa roses should be removed. Other than that? Anybody, anything else? All in favor? All
What?
opposed?
I'm abstaining because I wasn't here.
I just have a question.
Sure.
As they die or just pull them anyway?
All.
Okay.
When in doubt, rip them out.
They were over half dead
I
anyway.
know. The ones that were dying, they were pulling out.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, no,
okay.
that's what the last meeting was.
Right.
Pull them all.
Pull them.
Pull all. And then if we plant something else back in there if we need to.
Well, it makes it easier to get machines around the rocks too. So.
Okay.
Take one transplant them to the yard.
On agenda items, couple things. One, we've got a new member, Nancy Noyes, not here today. And we have a new liaison, Stephanie French. Welcome,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
I seen her before.
Apparently after the last meeting, the select board appointed some new members. Little disappointing that they didn't communicate with us or coordinate. Owen was, had his name in and had been a great help on the restoration of the cemetery. And sorry to see him go, and I really want to thank him for all he did for us. So maybe in the future they can talk to us. We'll leave it at that. The other thing is we spoke about a columbarium, and I've been talking to Bruce about that a little bit. Seems like they're all made in China, and they're getting very expensive, and if we're going to do something like that, we need to do a lot more research on it. I think at this time, we've got plenty of land. We've got the area we've got now opened up, plus we have, that side of the road, we have like almost 40 acres, so, for a cemetery.
Rockport's buying one of them.
Yeah,
Mark was
they're
talking about it, yeah.
They've,
A what?
they've been talking about them for years.
Columbarium.
Yeah.
You know, the niche, they put the cremations in, yeah,
Runs right into the.
turns right in,
It was
Is
good
it a
looking.
structure?
the structure.
Ah,
It's
and it
like-
holds so many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
a bunch of little cubbies. Like you put ski boots in.
okay.
Maybe it's Parks and Rec could buy one, we can move it. Yeah, I got doing some research. Town bought that property up there in 1936 from Ada Mills. And she reserved the right during her lifetime to take firewood, hay, and apples, provided it didn't interfere with the cemetery. It went to town meeting, and the town bought it for the cemetery
Smart move.
for $2,500. So
Yeah.
I think with that much land, we don't really need to go with something like that right now, but something to look at.
How much of the area is grass and wouldn't need like stumping the trees and stuff like that?
That whole area out that side over there, we must have a couple of acres
That's green. Yeah.
that we developed as a cemetery. There's an approved plan. Later on, we're going to go ahead and approve more lotting, more layout, hopefully, and add more lots. But we can keep going back and,
Is it fairly flat back there?
Well, they filled in some of that. Yeah.
Years ago, we had an opportunity to get some dredge spoils out of the harbor.
Yeah, I
So we
remember that.
leveled it all off. It's close. It needs to have some more work done before you expand, because there's some humps in it. And to put the roads in, we only put 2 avenues in when we did it. So we'll have to go back and regrade it and do all that. But it's not bad.
Good.
So,
The estimate was when that was done, 900 grave sites
yeah, or more.
on the whole property.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
know why that big patch, everything went dead this fall
whereabouts?
on the north side? Just beyond the second road,
Yeah.
at the north end of it, there was a place as big as this room that everything died. I don't know either.
Hmm.
It was almost like something got sprayed on it or something.
Hmm.
It's all brown this fall.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah,
So you're
when
on the
if
right
you went
side?
in, if you going out towards the snow bowl, you took your second road in. Just before you turn right to get down that road, there's a great big area as big as this room that's all dead.
In the grass, you mean?
Yeah, the grass.
Grubs or something got in there.
Ooh,
Probably grubs got in there.
something got in there.
Yeah.
We'll see if it comes back.
Yep. The only other thing I had for non-agenda items is I think the flag up there needs to be replaced at some point.
Did they put a new one? Yeah, they did.
When?
Within the past 3 weeks,
Oh, the last 3 weeks?
maybe a month.
No, the flag is down at Mountain View,
I don't know about Mount View, but
but I looked at the one at Oak Hill and looked pretty tattered.
Yeah.
So. Where do we get those from?
We
Town
order-
usually.
Yeah, we order them, I think Bruce may have.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
wait for the spring.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll check on
but
that.
that one ought to come down.
Yeah.
The lights on it?
hey,
Yeah. The lights on it, yeah.
Solar.
Check on that. Next thing I had is grub treatment of Mountain View. We had a proposal from, let's see here, Turf Doctor to do that. They did 2 treatments last year and it seemed to do pretty good. I'm not really convinced that we need to do it again. But the proposal was $10,496 to do another treatment. So, and talking to Bruce, like we thought maybe wait and see how it does in the spring, and worst comes to worst, we can maybe do a fall treatment if need be.
So is that the whole cemetery for 10,000?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to look at the other one if we got a grub problem going up there.
We'll check it out in the spring and see what.
We don't know, but I don't know, I guess I have mixed feelings. If you stop before you clean them out, then they come back and then
Gotta
you're
do it
back
again.
to square one again. Maybe
Yeah.
it might be beneficial to, if they're recommending just one application this year, is that what Turf Doctor said?
See here, it's just grub protection, lump sum price. Yeah, and it was almost like it was automatic. Before, it was just a 2 treatment thing would take care of it. And then all of a sudden, this is kind of like an ongoing maintenance annuity for them. So, I'm of the opinion right now, we hold off on that.
Do we have a contact that you're dealing with?
No, I do someplace, but it was
So
in
two
the
treatments,
Augusta office
so 2 treatments have been done already?
last year.
Okay, right.
And
That would
it,
just be my concerns that if we
Yeah.
stop too soon,
but seemed to clean them up towards the end of it. So,
yeah,
so
needed it, that's for sure.
everyone's feeling on that motion.
So move.
yeah.
Put it on the back.
Put it on a table it for now.
Table, I like that idea.
Table.
Keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Who seconded the motion?
I did.
All in favor, all opposed, so voted. Yep. Okay, next thing is grave opening increase.
Yep.
Marlene, do you have that spreadsheet? Did you print those off?
I passed out the
Everyone's got
spreadsheet.
one.
Okay, great.
You have yours?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have yours?
No, I don't, that's okay.
We can
Is that
share.
extra?
I'll put you have mine. How's that?
No, it's
We can
okay.
share.
I'll share with Beth. Then you get to keep yours.
You have one on there? Okay.
All right.
Are you supposed to social distance or not?
Let me take a
Sharing, how's
copy of
it?
this for you, John.
Yeah, 'cause we've got.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else want one of these? I don't think so. Oh, shoot, we were supposed to take this one, it's right. It's okay. We took a copy of this.
Make 2 copies.
Really?
Bill?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we went down through that, and Bruce checked with a couple of places, and I checked with Belfast. Right now, we're at 350 for one grave. Rockland's 450, Thomaston's 900, Rockport's 350, Lincolnville's 300, and Belfast is 600.
Now, when we're talking one grave, are you talking 5x10s or 5x8 or something?
5 by 10.
You're talking about a regular casket going in the
One
ground,
casket.
not a your urn.
No, that's just for that. And then the prices go for, they have non-resident prices. Right now, we have 500 for non-residents. Thomaston has $1,800 for non-residents.
Wow.
Can afford to die there.
Rockport's 1,400 for non-residents. Lincolnville's 300, and I'm not sure what Belfast is.
Could I ask a question here? We have people that are non-residents, but they're Camden people and they move to somewhere else, but their whole family's here in Camden. So do they get to be buried up there or they don't?
They pay their non-resident rate.
They, depends on when they buy the lot.
Yeah.
If they buy the lot, a family plot would be bought by the family. But if they're gonna buy another lot, yeah, they'd be non-resident. Unless we change it.
Buy it before they move.
Yeah, but this isn't buying the lot, this is opening it,
Opening it.
right?
No, this is buying that
So this
5
is,
by 10 plot forever.
well,
That's a
yeah.
One-time payment?
Yeah, one time
This is
payment.
not paying for somebody to go up there and dig it with a backhoe or whatever to,
No, that's a separate fee.
okay, that's what, that's, because you said opening, that's what I assumed we
No,
were
no,
talking
I mean,
about.
that's a,
I was telling Chip earlier today, Maplewood and Lincolnville, we struggled with how do you determine a resident versus a non-resident? Half of our board members were residents of Camden, but all their relatives are in Lincolnville. So we're going to charge,
I mean, like,
what determines resident, or is it a main resident?
like Bob said, I mean, there's people who've lived here for 30, 40, 50 years, moved to Florida for the last part of their
That's
life,
what I'm thinking
and then
of.
they come back here to be, you
But
know,
there's-
put the rest.
There's other town services, i.e. the Snow Bowl. You pay a
Yeah.
Camden resident rate for your season's pass, or you're a non-resident. Harbor fees are the same thing. You're a resident or a
Yeah, but that's
non-resident.
different from being buried.
I get that, but we describe a resident as
I
being
know.
someone that lives in Camden for more than 180 days. That's what we name a resident on things that the town has services on, residents versus
I've already bought
non-residents.
my site.
On the
So.
voting rolls.
Okay,
Thank you, Maureen.
but that's a definition for you.
No. But again, when we looked at
that's the
it,
town definition, 180 days
Hmm.
in Camden.
Who come up with that one?
I think it was Harbor,
No, not that
the
one.
resident versus non-resident.
That's what it was at,
It's voting?
Oh, it might be
was at
voting.
One time.
Yeah.
I think it was at one time, years ago.
Have to check the charter.
Now they consider it being a resident is where you like.
Lay your head in the pillow and where your mail
Where
comes.
you file your income taxes.
Right.
Vote.
Jeff, you could be a resident.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My question is if, okay, if somebody gets a terminal illness and they have, say they go to Woodlands and they're there 3 years, do they lose their residency in Camden? Because they moved to
Technically, they
Rockland?
shouldn't.
Well, their home's still probably in their estate, right?
Maybe they
I
don't
mean,
own anything anymore because they've transferred down there, but they've
Liquid.
always lived in Camden and went down there for the last 3 years of their life.
I guess that's something that you guys have to.
I think
Where would
we
you
need
be
to-
able to vote?
I don't know what we do. I think it's a real,
But a lot of the lots up there are family lots. There's a lot of
yeah,
family, you know, that've been here forever, names that I
they'll
know.
be here for the rest of the time.
I bought mine, so I don't have to worry.
Got mine too.
So,
Mine's 20 by 20, so. I
but in the past, we have differentiated from that.
Mm.
I think in Rockport, they had so many people coming in just wanting to be buried there.
Yeah.
That's probably why they went up. I'm not sure about Thomaston. But Bruce, there's a recommendation that's been proposed, what Bruce came up with, that he recommends. For increase the grave price to 500, non-resident 750. He said that the Ben is going to go up on his excavation price for openings, so he recommends doing that, going up to 800 and 900 on weekends and holidays. The cremation go from 275 to 300, and the weekend and holidays go to 400. What do you think?
Can I have mine set right on that stone wall?
Buy it yet?
I've already got my grave up there,
Yeah, you're all set there.
but I figured if I just let it sit up on the stone wall, I ain't gonna pay to dig it a hole. Just sit laying on top or something, you know? Then you get mad at me because it's in the way of the mowers.
What if you tip over?
If somebody that lives here for a long time, then they die and their family comes in to take care of mom and dad or whoever it is, they gotta dish out $500 to buy a lot because if they're a resident, and then they gotta dish out another $500 we put in the ground, so it's $1,000
It's
right
not
there.
cheap to die.
Ain't cheap to live either.
True.
The proposed increase is, well, it's not quite 10%, but it's a
Quite a
little
bit.
more than that, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
I'd say, look at what your county taxes are going up this year alone. I don't know what town Camden's gonna do, but those numbers fall pretty much in line with what
Yeah.
the increases are.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuel alone.
What, to mow it?
No, to dig, the diggers, the fuel's gone
About
up.
most people are in an urn. You can take a spade up there and take two holes out and throw it in there.
It
Done.
don't work that easy, John.
These proposals came from Bruce and.
Bruce, yeah,
Okay,
and we
so-
talked about, and then that's why we went ahead and compared it to everything else so that we could look at it, and even with the increase, it's kind of in the middle, so.
Move we approve.
Get off my bird.
I'll second it.
All in favor? All those opposed?
I'm opposed to it.
So
I'm
voted.
in favor.
Favor. Yeah, I'm in favor.
1, 2,
Marlene, how'd you figure that results out?
5-1.
Marlene's
That'd be
in a
one once in a
scratch.
while, right?
Gosh.
Okay. Then we've got some other things, the budget to talk about. See here, to add the additional lots at Oak Hill North. On the north side of that avenue. Years ago, we added 8 sections and only came down part way. I don't know why they only did part of it.
Where are you talking?
Oak Hill North.
Oak Hill North
Okay.
on the far end, far side, we only came down part way with the lotting. Okay?
Yep.
We only came down part way.
This is the second road in, that we're talking?
And to go the rest of the way down that avenue, got a price of, let's see here. Got here someplace. I think,
Wasn't that much.
I think it was like, was it $1970, $1,900, 1970, $1,970.
GPS location or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
with pins and caps for Gatland Dorsey.
Tell you right now, do it. It's so much easier than to not have a mark.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Well, that's why I checked with Marlene to get a copy of the map for that. And we had one, or Bruce had one, but it was a one paper copy. So this will be paper copies, plus we'll have electronic copies that we can give to the county to put into a GIS too. So,
I make a motion,
How about we all get one of them maps?
Yeah, I can get that for you.
we pay 1,900 and get it done.
Yep.
How many additional does that add?
Chip.
Did you get that, Marley?
Sorry.
John, second.
16.
Was it like eight?
another 48 lots.
Wow.
So all those in favor? All those opposed? So voted, unanimous.
Oh, I miss the good old days like this.
She's on it.
She's always on it. I know that.
Okay, also up to Oak Hill, that paving project we put off. We had, 3,500 budgeted last year. We didn't get it done. Checked on the price again. It's gone up 1,000, so it's 36,000 to have that paved.
What's that, a 20-foot walk down through there or something?
No, let's see here. 18 feet wide going in on both ends. And then the avenues would be 12 feet going down.
You get somebody local to do that? Or?
Got a price from Performance Paving. But there again, depending on what the town bids for their paving. So we'll look at that. But we need to get it approved here first.
Yeah,
You wanna go with
that comes out of the Oak Hill account.
Of our investment,
So are you saying you want to try to lump it in with the town's paving?
possibly.
Yeah, okay.
Possibly.
Good price.
The,
Get-
Depends on what we get best price.
you said 18 feet wide on the ends.
Correct.
What's down the road?
12 feet. And they'll go in and strip all the grass out, put down some inch minus to shim it up. And pave it so it drains positively.
Got just one bid.
Yeah.
Patterson's come in and doing a lot better job. We've had them, but they weren't as good as
Yeah.
Performance.
Yeah.
But lately, Patterson's been, they
Yeah.
did Lily Pond
Yeah.
for us
Yeah, a
and
lot
did a
of
nice
business in
job.
town.
The only thing we had was slack on with the shoulders, which you're not gonna have shoulders. up
Yeah.
there.
So
So they've gone up to 45,000,
36.
6,000.
And is that talking just the two entries and
Two avenues.
two avenues that
Yeah.
are there
Yeah,
existing?
yeah.
It's not gonna go down, I don't think.
That's why I think they haven't done it, because they're gonna put another layer.
So, need a motion? Motion approved.
All those in favor? All opposed?
Did you get that motion?
I did, John, and Jeff seconded. So you're voting to approve to spend the 36,000?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Get us on with the town.
Yep. Next thing I have is on Mountain View. We had some issues at the tomb we all looked at before, some rot on the eaves. I got two prices for that. One is to repair, patch what's there, remove the rot that's visible, and replace it with AZAC or some synthetic type material, and then new soffits, painted. And it's $3,500 to just patch it, or $5,700 to remove it all and put it all in the AZAC.
You say remove it all.
Remove all that fascia board.
All the way
that-
around?
Just that fascia board all the way around.
It would make more sense when you have to do it all the way around it, get it over
I
with.
think it would, because I think you just.
Yeah, you just, yeah.
You gotta continue, because you gotta find
That's right.
more, so you uncover it.
That was with,
How's the roof on that thing?
That roof is that synthetic.
That's-
roof.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah, that's,
House doctor?
Oh, it's long gone.
no. I checked with Maine Coast and McCormick, haven't got anything back from them. But I talked to this Peter Twitchell of Black Duck Woodworking in Rockport. And he gave me that price.
And you do require certificates of insurance. for
Correct.
equipment,
Yep,
okay.
yep. We will make sure we have
They
all that.
can't. if they
Black
got us
what?
some-
Black what?
Black duck woodworking.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. I mean, I met the guy, nice young guy.
Oh, I'm
It's,
just
yeah.
stating the fact. I've
Yeah,
never
no,
heard of it.
I hadn't heard of him either. So,
Not the, one of the Twitchells from around here, the, was it, something, I'm trying to think his first name, Twitchell, I knew.
Rodney,
Was-
grew up in your class? Wasn't it Rodney in your class?
No, he was in your class.
I had a Justin Twitchell in my class.
Yep,
Yeah.
he was a cop, wasn't he?
I think he still is, isn't he?
I don't know.
Sheriff?
What did he say that the second would to remove to repair all was going to be?
5,700.
57?
Yep.
It shouldn't be that bad to do. You put some staging all around that and.
Yep. And I'll email you the
Okay.
copy of the quote.
One level.
No,
Shouldn't be,
Shouldn't be too.
shouldn't
bad.
take that long.
making that high off the ground either.
Have it during Memorial Day weekend though.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But once you've got it, all
Oh
in
my
place.
God.
Either have it all done by Memorial Day or not start until after.
Right.
That's true. That's good.
Move, we do the full replacement.
Okay?
Second it.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Unanimous. Thank you.
Did you get the motion and second? Myron?
Yes.
The assistant.
Jeff and Jeff.
Okay, one more thing. We've had a lot of good comments on the restoration that we've done so far. We got another price to continue on with that project.
Did you get that email?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you got that.
But from Tom, or from you sent, yeah. And it's
Proposal.
basically to go from the tomb. See that? No. Go from the tomb, that another whole section, all the way over to that next avenue.
You know, what is section AE, BE, CE, DE, and E?
Okay. Avenue A, B, C, D, E.
I guess, I,
And section 2 is here, and section 3.
Where's Mountain Street on that?
Mountain Street's right here.
Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
So everything from the tomb over to the last avenue.
Okay.
and down to,
Down
where's
at
Montgomery? It's Montgomery,
Montgomery is probably right down.
right on that
Montgomery.
corner.
So I broke it out, the individual prices, it's 1,300, 1,650, 89.80, 96.30, and 13.30.
13,000 for the last one?
Yeah, for the amount of work.
It's got the most down stones, broken stones.
Okay.
So the only question I had on this proposal is there's no completion date on it. And I want to make sure if we do decide to go ahead, that we get him to commit to a completion date.
Yeah, and especially again, Memorial Day weekend, they're out of there, right?
Right.
Or
I mean,
not
they
starting.
wouldn't,
Be later than that anyway.
yeah, I mean, I'm thinking is having it complete by the end of next year, or
Yeah.
the end of this year,
And starting when?
as soon as spring comes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, they could be working in there Memorial Day. I mean, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, right.
As long as they don't have it all torn up.
Yeah.
Different
Well,
phases.
as they go, they really don't tear it up anyway.
No, I mean, they would go ahead and clean some stones and then actually work on leveling.
I used to get called at 5:30 on Memorial Day if the gates weren't opened up at 5:30.
We did meet with Tom up there and went over a few things. This last payment, we withheld some money for them to come back in the spring to do a punch list stuff. There are a number of stones that they reset, and the bases were pretty rough, so they could come back in, either grind them or they'll patch up a little more, put a mortar mix on the top to smooth it off so that they actually shed the water away from the stone. So they agreed to come and tune that up in the spring. It's a punch list for the other project.
There are a few stones that need to be leveled up still.
Yeah.
Little foot stones that were just.
Yeah. Yeah.
go
So-
wrong.
So, yeah, so just wanted to bring that up and see what the wishes are.
What'd you say the price was for that total?
34,690.
We gotta keep going. We can't, you know, 'cause if you don't keep going, it's not, it's gonna end up in the back burner again.
I've had nothing but positive comments.
Same here. I've heard that, and it really looks good when you drive by. I guess if you want to.
Move we approve with your addition of getting a,
Completion date.
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted. Unanimous. Okay. There again, we just spent, was it,
dang,
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
yeah. 76.
we may have spent some, but it was needed.
That's needed for years.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The thing that's been
You didn't realize how many marble, beautiful white stones are up there until you go by now.
They're just almost like a beacon up there.
Yeah, it does,
Really
yeah.
neat.
I went by the other day, it's like,
First year after restoration work, I think we only impacted our account by like 15,000 because the market had been
Yeah.
that positive to begin with, so.
it will be again.
What's the total approved?
$78,360.
But that's two different cemeteries too, right?
Correct.
Right.
And that doesn't include the town maintenance. But we'll talk about that in the next meeting.
I heard it was free this time.
Yeah.
Sure. Next meeting, February 8th.
Yeah.
Talk about budget.
February 8th? Yep. I will not be here. I'll be out of town, but
Or we can postpone it till you get back.
after the 13th,
Oh.
whatever you want to do, doesn't matter to me.
Did you vote?
Don't know, it depends on.
How contentious is it? We'll just put stuff together then for
Yeah.
Jody and Marlene.
Yeah, I think so.
So you get the budget. Anybody else have anything else for the committee?
Last meeting, did we end up approving new mower or
We
mowers?
talked about it and
So-
I believe Rochelle gave you guys a couple of estimates. One was a regular mower. And the other was an electronic one? Electric one?
Didn't think we had anything.
Anybody use an electric one that you know so they're gonna last?
Oh, no, this was just it wasn't a quote. I haven't been able to find an industrial mower with a box in electric. They really only have electric mowers that are good for 2.5 acres of mowing and charge time.
Yeah.
So we're not quite there, I don't think, for cemetery work.
You have little mowers that are electric?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they do.
We haven't.
No.
They're
But-
not working out well either, the little ones. They're good if you've got a little teeny lawn, but if you've got a big lawn,
Yeah.
they don't go, but they say you can take the battery right out and put another battery in. But
Gotta have a charged bank of batteries.
Yeah.
it,
Is that something that we need to look at next meeting? then?
Yeah, probably.
to Make sure it's on the agenda.
With your proposal.
About 10 grand right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. there it is
13.
right there.
13?
Are they,
I don't know how many of them we bought it.
they walkers?
I don't believe the price of a new walker, guys.
No.
One of them center steer ones?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mulchers are probably 14 to 15,000 now, and baggers.
Zero
are
turn,
over
that's what they like, the
20,000.
zero turn.
Yeah, what's center thing now?
So.
Hey.
Good, Jeff? Good?
Well, I was just, I'm finding it's hard to get here at 4:00 with what, and I'm just wondering if we can do anything different or something. It's just.
Well, the biggest thing is out of courtesy for town employees joining us.
Well,
Courtesy.
then that you answered my question.
I mean, if,
I try,
okay,
but today I didn't plan what, a couple things that happened at 3:00 that were happening.
You made it just in time.
yeah, you made it.
Made it, but I was just lucky because I didn't take too long.
We can always zoom you in.
You wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
I'll make the motion.
Anybody all opposed, so voted.
There we go. Good deal. Love those quick, honest meetings. All right, what?